Jan never believed that one moment, one heartbeat, could change a life forever. But that was before he met Luna, the small white cat with blue eyes who appeared outside his door one winter evening. It was freezing that night. The wind felt sharp enough to cut through bone. As Ayan stepped outside to take out the trash, he heard a faint, trembling sound, a soft, broken meow. There she was, tiny, cold, soaked from the frost, staring at him with eyes full of fear and hope. Ayan hesitated for a second. He wasn't used to caring for anyone. His life had become routine, empty, colorless. But something about that fragile creature pulled at the deepest corner of his heart. He lifted her gently into his arms. She didn't resist. She just curled closer, as if she had been waiting for someone, maybe him. He brought her inside, warmed her with a blanket, fed her milk, and watched her slowly fall asleep on his lap. That night, for the first time in years, Ayan smiled. He named her Luna, because she came into his life like moonlight in the dark. Days passed, then weeks. Luna became the only bright part of Ayan's lonely world. When he studied, she lay next to him. When he cried quietly at night, she climbed onto his chest, placing her tiny paw on his heart, her silent way of saying, "I'm here." When he came home tired, she ran to him with the excitement of a friend who had been waiting all day. Luna wasn't just a pet. She was companionship, healing, love he never knew he needed. But life is not always kind. One morning, Luna didn't run to the door like she always did. She didn't meow. She didn't climb into his lap. Ayan found her lying quietly near the window, breathing softly, too softly. He picked her up. Her body felt lighter than ever. Her eyes opened slowly, looking at him with that same trust she had on the night she first arrived. Ayan rushed her to the vet, hands shaking, heart pounding. After a long examination, the vet sighed, a sound that felt like the world collapsing. Luna had a condition, a serious one, something she had likely been born with. And the truth hit like a knife. She didn't have much time. Ayan felt the floor fall beneath him. Luna, his comfort, his peace, his only family, was fading. But she didn't complain, she didn't cry. She spent her last days exactly the same way she spent her first ones, by his side. Some nights Ayan couldn't hold back his tears. Luna would slowly crawl into his lap, weak but determined, and touch her nose to his cheek. Her way of saying, "Don't cry. I'm happy because I found you." Then came the evening Ayan feared. The sky outside was orange and gold, a quiet sunset. Luna lay on his chest, her breath small and slow. Ayan whispered stories to her, memories of their time together, the night she arrived, the mornings she woke him up, the comfort she gave him without ever saying a word. At one point, her breathing went still. Too still, Ayan froze. Luna opened her eyes one last time, soft, peaceful. She reached out her tiny paw and touched his hand, lightly, lovingly. That was her last movement, her last goodbye, her last gift. In that moment, Ayan realized something heartbreaking and beautiful. Luna had spent her final strength not to save herself, but to comfort him. She came into his life to heal him, and even in her final second, she chose to give him love instead of pain. Ayan held her close, tears sliding down his face, whispering, "Thank you for everything. You saved me." Luna lay quietly in his arms, peaceful at last. Her body was gone, but the warmth she planted in his broken heart would never fade. And Ayan understood. Sometimes the smallest souls leave the biggest marks. Sometimes love arrives quietly and leaves quietly, but changes everything in between. Luna may have left the world, but her last gift, unconditional love, stayed with him forever. It was a cold, silent evening. रेन जमीन को बड़े जोर से पिट रही थी. पुराने बस स्टॉप के नीचे एक छोटी सी कट भीगी हुई, लरसती हुई बैठी थी. किसी को पता नहीं था कि वो कब से वहां थी. बस इस बात का एहसास था कि वो किसी का इंतजार कर रही है. लोग गुजारते, उस देखते, फिर अपनी छतरी ठीक करके निकाल जाते. किसी के पास वक्त नहीं था, लेकिन यूस कट की आंखों में सिर्फ एक ही चेहरा बसा हुआ था. उसका पुराना ओनर, वो इंसान जिसे वो अपनी जिंदगी समझती थी. कभी वो दोनों यहीं बस स्टॉप पर खड़े होते. कैट उसकी पैरों से चिपक कर पुर करती, वो उससे मुस्कुराहट से उठाता. लेकिन एक दिन वो इंसान चला गया बिना वापस आने के। कट ये समझ ही न सकी कि क्यों, और तब से वो हर शाम यहीं आकर बैठ जाती। आज की रात ठंडी थी, हवा तेज थी, बारिश कट के छोटे से जिस्म को काट रही थी। उसने अपनी आंखें बैंड की, जैसे वो उस हाथ को याद कर रही हो जो कभी उसे हिफाजत से पकड़ कर रखता था। बस स्टॉप धीरे धीरे खाली होने लगा, रोशनी कम हो गई, गलियां सन्नाटा बन गई, लेकिन चट ने अपनी जगह नहीं छोड़ी। उससे अब भी उम्मीद थी, शायद आज वो वापस आ जाए, शायद आज कोई उसे देखकर रुक ही जाए। उसकी आंखें बारिश के कतरे से परे भर चुकी थीं, लेकिन रोती नहीं थी। कट दिल से कभी नहीं रोती, वो बस चुप हो जाती है, और वही चुप उस रात उसके इर्द गिर्द बर्फ की तरह तर रही थी। अचानक एक चोटी कर रुकी, उसके हेडलाइट्स ने कट को चमका दिया। दरवाजा खुला और एक लड़की भागकर बाहर आई। उसने चट को देखा और उसके चेहरे की उदासी जैसे उसके दिल को चीर गई। वो लड़की चट के पास बैठी। कट ने धीरे से सर उठाया, उसकी आंखों में हल्के से उम्मीद चमकी। क्या ये वही इंसान था? नहीं, पर इस लड़की की आंखों में कुछ था, रहम, गर्मजोशी, मेहरबानी। लड़की ने अपनी गर्म कोट उतरी, कट को लपेटा और उसे अपनी बाहों में उठा लिया। कट ने हवा की गर्म सांस को महसूस किया और पहली बार उस रात उसका लराजना रुक गया। लड़की संभालते हुए बोली, डोंट वरी, आई गॉट यू। कट ने अपनी आंखें बंद की। वो उस टच को पहचान नहीं पाई, पर उसने दाढ़ को हल्का होता जरूर महसूस किया। घर का सफर हल्की लाइट्स में गुजरा। कट ने अपना सिर लड़की के सीने पर रख दिया। बारिश की आवाज अब दूर होती जा रही थी और कट को लग रहा था कि शायद उसका इंतजार अब खत्म हो गया है। नए घर में उसे एक छोटा सा बेड मिला। ठंडी रात अब गर्म लग रही थी। कट ने पीछे मुड़कर लड़की को देखा। उसकी आंखों में एक नर्म मुस्कुराहट थी, जिसे शायद कट पहली बार समझ पाई। कट ने धीरे से पुर किया, जैसे कह रही हो, कभी कभी वो लोग वापस नहीं आते जिनका हम इंतजार करते हैं, पर अल्लाह किसी और को भेज देता है जो हमें वापस जिंदा कर देता है। The rain kept falling, but the cat was finally home. The porch had always been Sunny's favorite place. A small wooden space touched by the afternoon sun, warm enough to turn even the coldest day into comfort. Every evening, without fail, the orange-furred cat curled up in the same place just beside the rocking chair. That spot belonged to him, and Maya, the old woman who lived there, wouldn't have it any other way. For 12 years, Sunny had been her shadow. He followed her from the garden to the kitchen, from the kitchen to the living room, and finally outside to the porch, where they spent long, peaceful hours together. She would drink her tea while Sunny slept with his head on her foot, the gentle purring blending with the creaking of the rocking chair. But this winter was different. Sunny had grown slower, thinner, and unusually quiet. He struggled to jump onto the porch, and some days he didn't come outside at all. Maya whispered to him softly, "It's okay, my boy. We're getting old together." One frosty morning, Maya opened the door and waited for Sunny to come greet her like he always did. But he didn't appear. She checked under the table, behind the sofa, near the fireplace. Nothing. Her heart beat painfully against her ribs. "Sunny?" she called again, her voice trembling. Finally, she found him lying in the hallway, breathing shallowly, his eyes half closed. Maya knelt beside him. "Oh, sweetheart." She wrapped him in a blanket and carried him to the porch, the place he loved most. She placed him gently on his warm spot, though that morning it was cold, untouched by the sun. Sunny blinked slowly, looking up at her. She stroked his fur with shaking hands. "I'm right here," she whispered. "You're not alone." For hours she sat there, her hand resting on his back, feeling the weak rise and fall of his breath. The winter wind danced across the porch, but Maya didn't move. She knew what was coming. Sunny knew too. The sun started to climb. By late afternoon, the golden light finally touched Sunny's favorite place. His fur glowed softly. He lifted his head just enough to press it against her palm. Maya closed her eyes, letting the tears fall freely. "Thank you for staying," she said. Sunny exhaled a soft final sigh and grew still. The world didn't change. No sound announced the moment. No wind, no cry, no whisper, just silence, and the warm spot slowly cooling beneath him. Maya stayed with him until the sun began to set, her fingers still lightly brushing his fur. When she finally stood, she placed his blanket over him and kissed the top of his head. "You were my sunshine," she whispered. The next morning, the porch felt unbearably empty. But something unexpected happened. As Maya stepped outside, she noticed the warm spot, sunny spot, still holding a gentle warmth, even though the sun hadn't reached it yet. She touched it softly. It was warm, impossible, but warm. Every day afterward, the same thing happened. Even before the sun reached the porch, that little corner stayed warm, as though Sunny had left a piece of himself behind. Neighbors sometimes visited and commented, "Strange how that spot never gets cold." Maya only smiled. One evening, while pouring herself tea, she heard a soft, familiar sound, the faintest echo of a purr. She turned, but the porch was empty. Still, the warm spot seemed to glow under the fading light. Maya placed her hand on it gently. "I know it's you," she murmured. "You're still here." And in her heart she felt it, the same comfort, the same peace, the same quiet love that Sunny had given her all those years. The warm spot never faded. It never cooled. It never disappeared. Because love like that doesn't leave. It lingers. It warms. It stays.